did it by myself, it's a solo mission. I'm running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand-new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Big throw there, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Third down here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the...
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the...
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
The 22-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always...
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 82 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 30-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Third and long, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 31. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he is in. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be.
He's got it with the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set and change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's now 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He knocks it through, and 28-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term?
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going deep for Hill. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 35, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Nicole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up at the 25. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It was Devontae Harris who got him down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes in.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a kid's first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 at the 25-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him because in 2019 had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Chargers
out of the gun. Eckler running it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to rifle on deep left side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down, Chiefs.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Eckler again. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 8.
Bring just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. And even 50 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
The kick is...
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Chargers 21.